Friends, Jenna, sinful celluloid. Maybe I'm having some wine. Children shouldn't play with dead things. I feel like that's something that people should know. We begin. Over credits. A lot of fog. A lot of dudes in capes. Top Hat Dracula is being buried in a coffin. End scene. Cut to a bunch of friends doing a little nighttime yachting. They pull up to an island. Everyone on board is 100% ridiculous. Just not people you want to go yachting with. Their leader is a guy I'm going to call Captain Cravat. A little knotted right here. He is some sort of director, and everyone around him is his theater troupe. And he's brought them to this island to do a little ritual, raise the dead, and have a party, film a play. I don't know. They step off the boat. This is a resort island, but it used to be a burial island. Let's go over toward the cemetery. Great, cool, cool, great. Beyond the cemetery, there is a cottage. That's where we're going to stay while we stage our one-act plays and also raise the dead. He's like, guys, don't make fun of the cemetery. It's a font of evil. A bad man is buried here. We're gonna bring him back. Even Satan doesn't like him. A couple of the people are like, maybe we shouldn't. He's like, maybe I'll fire you from my theater troupe. This guy's got some clout. They get to the cabin. They break in. It's got rats in it. It's disgusting. There's spiders. Outside, meanwhile, in the floodlight that they just have in a graveyard, some dude in a cape like flares his cape. They're being watched by people. Captain Cravat is like, guys, let's get to the cemetery. We're all set here. Let me just sort through my box of treasures. He cracks it open. It's got a shotgun, obviously. He's got some cloves of garlic in case they run into Top Hat Dracula. He's also got a book of spells. And he's got a blue wizard robe. He dons his wizard robe. It's got like fucking macrame moons on it and shit. Cracks open the book, tracks down the Let's Raise the Dead spell. Let's start digging. So he brings his friends out to the graveyard. They dig, dig, dig. Crack open the grave. Guess who's there? Top Hat Dracula. One of the guys who dug open the grave is about to lift him out, and Top Hat Dracula attacks him. A lady books it away because she's freaking out. Capes Magoo comes out of nowhere, wraps her in his cape, brings her back. Oh, haha, funny joke. These two are also part of the theater troupe. These 5 or 6 people didn't know they were being set up by Captain Cravat because he's too busy being a dick to tell anybody anything. But let's actually get to the real raising of the dead now. They get a real corpse from the cemetery. They kind of hang him on it's somebody's tombstone, but it's a cross. They hang him up there. He's all dead. Like, they all kneel, they clasp hands. Captain Cravat starts reading from his spell book. You're the Lord of the Darkness, come and bring his people back, blah, 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 Satan. Nothing happens. So the sassy actress is like, artists are the only people who can contact Satan. Get out of there, you stupid insurance salesman who's trying to be a director, and let a true actress summon the devil. So she gets in there, chews up some scenery. Guess what? That doesn't work either. Well, since we already dug up this dead body, let's bring him back to the old cottage and party. Cool. The rest of the troupe heads back to the cottage and brings Corpsey McGee with them. Throw a doily on Corpsey McGee's head and have a wedding ceremony with him and Captain Cravat. A couple of the actors are like, listen, Captain Cravat, you're taking this too far. Can we just put this guy back in his grave, go home, call it a night? Satan didn't show. Satan did show. You just don't know it yet. Out in the old cemetery, dirt's moving, wolves are howling, frogs are croaking, and guess what? I think it's time for the dead to rise. Hands pop through dirt. They don't know. They're busy having a wedding ceremony in their cabin with a corpse. The two guys who are out in the cemetery get attacked by zombies because their ritual actually worked. One dies, another one gets super duper attacked, makes it back to the cabin where he alerts the theater, gets inside where he dies, and they board up the windows, they board up the doors, and these zombies are aggressive. We're not talking 28 days later, but these are definitely angry zombies. So, one of the actors is like, listen, if you go out the front door and hand-to-hand combat these zombies, I will be able to go out the back door and get to the yacht. They try it. It doesn't work. He dies. His girlfriend, another actress, dies. Everyone goes back into the cabin. Maybe use the spell book to undo the Satan zombie curse. Captain Cravat pulls his head out of his ass, opens up the spell book, and is like, there is something to retract the spell here. Even though we can't put the corpse that we dug up back in his grave, which is a crucial component of this spell, I'm just gonna say it anyway. Let's see what happens. So, he does that. It's like a dog whistle, zombie whistle. The zombies walk away, back to their crypts or whatever. Coast is clear. Now we can make it back to our yacht. The four who are left, two of them almost make it to the yacht when surprise zombie attack. Two of them dead. The one who's been acting weird the whole time and Captain Cravat head back into the cabin. The zombies get in. Captain Cravat heads back upstairs where they've kept the corpse. The other chick gets eaten to bits. So it's just him left. And guess what? He gets his just zombie desserts. He gets trapped in the room where they were leaving Corpsey McGee. Corpsey McGee's awake because you don't mess with Satan unless you want zombies on your ass. Corpsey McGee attacks Captain Cravat, eats his face off. Boom, you're done. And then guess what? The credits roll, but that's not even the end. The zombies want to go night yachting. So a bunch of them walk to the yacht, head on board, unrope it, and they're just gonna take the yacht back to whatever metropolis this theater troupe came from. Probably sequel. Scene. Not very happy about that. Guess what else I'm not very happy about? Children shouldn't play with dead things. You wanna know why? Captain Cravat. That bastard is one of the most insufferable film characters I have ever had the misfortune of spending an afternoon with. I don't like him. To tell you the truth, this movie is not even close to the worst that I've ever watched for my assignments here. I would give this probably 4 cravats out of 5. It's Jenna. Sinful celluloid. I'm out of wine, so I'm gonna have to remedy that situation real quick. This was children shouldn't play with dead things. Advice for life.